Welcome back for another video. We're going to look at all your biggest FPL questions and dilemmas this week, plus we're going to react to some of the latest press conference news from today. If you'd like your question answered in a future video, you'll see a post in your feed every week if you're subscribed. This video is brought to you by manscaped.com, the global men's lifestyle brand that's revolutionising the landscape of men's grooming. They were kind enough to send me a new one here to unbox, but I actually already had one. I've been using it since last year because it is genuinely the best shaver. It ticks all the boxes for your grooming needs. The battery lasts forever. I've still not had to plug mine back in. It comes in a travel bag included and several interchangeable heads including a full trimmer. You'll work out which one you use the most. It's got USB-C and wireless charging, and it comes with the cables and interchangeable heads. It's waterproof as well, which is important. Till last year I was using a really cheap one and eventually broke when I was running it under the tap. On top of all that, for viewers of this channel, they're doing a 20% discount using the code FPLfocal. Plus on top of that, they're doing free international shipping wherever you are in the world. I guarantee this is one purchase you won't regret, speaking from experience. Go to manscaped.com/FPLfocal and use the code FPLfocal as you check out. So let's get into it. And Marcus says Liverpool just signed Chiesa, and he asks, are there attackers other than Salah, so Gakpo, Nunez, Jota and Diaz, and avoid now due to minutes uncertainty? It's a fair question. If we pull up Chiesa's past positions, he's a very versatile player. He can play anywhere across the front. He almost certainly won't be involved in the squad this weekend, and for me he's not a serious factor in anyone's minutes right now. So it's pretty much as you were. So Gakpo and Darwin are competing with Diaz and Jota. If anything, he might be used to provide some rest for Salah late in matches, as they've not really got a natural right wing replacement. We have seen Jota used there before in Salah's absence, and we've seen Elliott come on for him before. So if you've already got Diaz, Jota or Salah, then I definitely wouldn't sell just because of this signing. They're good for minutes till they're not. I suspect he'll be used on the wings anyway, not competition for Jota. Champions League is back after the break as well, which is where I'm sure that Gakpo, Darwin and Chiesa are going to see lots of minutes. Yarden asks about triple captain in Palmer this week, home to Crystal Palace. So after the success of the Haaland triple captains last week, a lot are understandably tempted to have a stab at themselves now in a single game week. In my opinion, there's going to be better opportunities at a single game weeks, and I'd target promoted sides, not Crystal Palace. I've thrown together a matrix here of some other opportunities to consider. All of them are home fixtures as well. So Palmer's got Southampton game week 27, he's got Leicester game week 28, Ipswich game week 32. That's a crazy block of fixtures by the way, he's going to be essential for that run. Haaland's got Fulham in game week 7, so that's not too far away, and he did get a 20 pointer against him in the same fixture last season. And Haaland's also got Southampton game week 9. So those are two options in the near future basically. He's also got Leicester later in the season in game week 30. By which point we'll know what the mystery chip is as well, and we'll also have an idea of double game weeks to come. And lastly, Salah's got Leicester in game week 18, Ipswich game week 23 and Southampton game week 28. So triple captain in Palmer now feels like reacting to last week's points personally, and Palace aren't pushovers either. Will Vitali asks, who are the best Villa defenders to buy for their fixture run? So Pau and Konsa are nailed, and I like Konsa slightly more as he's generally a bit more of an aerial threat and set pieces historically. However, Nedeljkovic is also one to consider now for 4 mil. So Matty Cash is injured for about a month, and Gertrude is not coming to Villa, who was strongly rumoured. So unless they sign another right back, he looks good to go. But how long is Matty Cash's 1 month injury in FPL terms then? Well, that Ipswich fixture in game week 6 is the 29th of September, so about a month away. So just be aware you might only get 3 games out of Nedeljkovic. But obviously if the youngster impresses, there's every chance he keeps the spot. So just be conscious he might be a short-term solution. I've personally got Konsa. Josh asks if game week 6 is still a good time to wildcard. Yeah, nothing's changed as far as game week 6 being a good wildcard window. Game week 4 is also a good window as it's the international break and it does allow you to react if anything happens over the break like an injury. I like game week 6 more, but it does depend on your team. In fact, on FPL.page, if you go to the fixtures widget, we've just added the ability to filter game week ranges. So if we sort by game week 6 to let's say game week 14, easiest fixtures first, then we've got the likes of Brentford, Man City, Spurs and Arsenal among those that are high up. So in Bumo, maybe Flecken, Haaland, Foden, Porro, Saka, Gabriel, Saliba, Havertz. And then towards the bottom we've got Liverpool, so you could shift off the likes of Jota and Salah, which could be a solid play. And at the very bottom we've got Newcastle, so selling your Gordon, Isak and Hall type players. Search FPLfocal in the iOS store as well if you want it on your phone, it's completely free. Android's coming over the international break as well. Jago asks what to do with Nkunku. He's got nothing in the bank and he's already got Rodgers. So let's talk Nkunku replacements in general. A couple of these players Jago can't afford himself, but it might apply to some of you, so they're worth mentioning basically. My favourites beside Rodgers are Smith Rowe, who's 5.6 mil, Mbumo 7 mil, Eze for 6.9 mil, and Minte 5.5 mil. Mbumo's got the highest ceiling this week, he's home to Southampton. Now Eze's fallen in price, so if you've got Nkunku at 0.5 mil on the bank, then he is buyable now. He's got Chelsea, and then he's got home games to Leicester and Man United before Everton. Smith Rowe makes the most sense in your situation, given he's got Ipswich, and then he's got West Ham, Newcastle, Forest. Minte's worth a mention though, because he is affordable as well. I'd only consider him if you're able to bench him this week, because he is up against Arsenal away. And then he plays Ipswich and Forest in home consecutive fixtures. Question from NT asking for thoughts on Ramsdale, who's gone to Southampton, and Johnston to Wolves. Both have fallen to 4.4 mil as well now. I like Ramsdale a lot more. He's going to come straight into the team and he should rack up a ton of save points with the odd clean sheet here and there. I'm not expecting Southampton to keep loads of clean sheets over the season, to be honest. But for me at least, the cheap keepers have always been quite unpredictable. At Wolves, I don't think Sarr and Johnston are that different in ability, so it's an odd signing. They're both 31, and perhaps they're both going to be fighting for the number 1 spot, assuming they don't sell Sarr before the window closes. Wolves don't have good fixtures till Game Week 10 onwards anyway, so don't go anywhere near him. And by then, we should know what the situation is. Amiel asks, Watkins over Isak? Now, both have been disappointing in the first two, there's no two ways about that. Newcastle were unconvincing in the League Cup as well midweek, beating Forest on penalties in the end. That all said, Watkins has got to be the favourite with the upcoming fixtures. Fixtures create form in FPL more often than not. If I was on a wildcard, I'd very likely have Watkins, but definitely not Isak. Though I did mention in yesterday's video, Isak's got a good record against Spurs. In the past 2 games he's played them home, he scored a brace in both games. There is still an upgrade this week though, given that Villa are home to Leicester, so it's perfectly fine to make the switch. And it could end up being a transfer that's ahead of the curve, with lots of people looking to buy him after the break. Some other news from today's press conferences. So Chiesa is unlikely to be in Liverpool's squad for the game on Sunday against Man United. He'll be in training for Liverpool for the first time today. Al Ahly have agreed a 40 mil deal with Brentford to sign Tony, so this bumps Mbumo's appeal up massively. He's going to play 90 every match, he'll be on penalty duties and he'll take some set pieces. Another stat from yesterday's video, he's got 12 returns in 35 games playing with Tony. He's got 23 returns in 25 playing without Tony. In a nutshell, he's now Brentford's talisman. Some Spurs news, Solanke's out injured still and he's going to miss Game Week 3, and Richarlison's also going to miss the next few weeks, Postecoglou says, so it's very likely we see Son up top again. Turner's move from Forest to Palace is back up for Henderson following Johnston's departure. Proper goalkeeper merry-go-round this window. Ramsdale to Southampton, Kepa to Bournemouth, Neto to Arsenal, Johnston to Wolves. Probably others I'm forgetting as well. One thing I did forget to mention earlier is Russell Martin said they hope to register Ramsdale in time to play this game week. If not, it's going to be from Game Week 4. Jebison's joined Watford on a season-long loan from Bournemouth, so we're not going to see the 4.5 mil forward this season. His price will be locked though for the season, so it's actually not necessarily a bad thing. You were never going to play him anyway, so he's secure from any price falls. Finishing up with some final thoughts on my team. This week it's Valdemarson, Trent, Konsa, Pedro Porro, Rodgers, Saka, Eze, Smith Rowe, Fernandes, Isak and Haaland. One transfer already made, which was Nkunku to Rodgers, which leaves me with 1 free transfer and 1.5 mil in the bank. The plan is to roll the second transfer to take 2 into the break, which is never a bad idea. And if I make it through unscathed, then I'm considering Isak to João Pedro, and then Bruno to either Palmer or Salah in Game Week 4. Both options have got their merits. Salah does leave very little in the bank, so my concern beyond that is how to afford more Arsenal players in Game Week 6, but Salah does leave me with a very good captain option. Whereas Palmer leaves 2.3 mil in the bank, which gives me loads of flexibility, such as buying Mbumo in Game Week 6 plus an Arsenal defender, and it'll be Haaland captain this week for me, Saka vice. If this was a helpful video, hit subscribe and make sure you like the video, appreciate all the support. We'll be live right here for a deadline stream in the morning, see you all then.